I'm applying for hundreds of jobs in data science, but I'm still not getting shortlisted for the interviews. You might have heard this from many people who are trying to transition into data science. For not getting shortlisted for the interviews, I see that there are four main reasons. So, the first reason is you don't have relevant educational background and courses on your CV. Say if you are coming from educational background like BCom or BA and you are trying to apply for hands-on data scientist role where you need a lot of programming experience or a programming expertise, then obviously you would struggle in getting shortlisted. Then you don't have relevant courses. So if you're applying for say data science role, right, you should have relevant courses related to data science clearly highlighted on your CV. So not having relevant educational background and courses is the most prominent reason. The second reason is obviously your CV. I see that people have like 5 to 10 years of experience and they are also trying to transition. But when they are applying for data science role, they are still using their old CV, which is mainly focused on their previous experience. So you shouldn't do that. When you're applying for data science role, your CV should focus on your experience or your projects related to the data science. So if I'm having experience of 5 years related to database management, and if I'm applying for a data science role, I should make sure that I have included at least 3 capstone projects related to the data science in my CV. Then my CV shouldn't be more than 2 pages, ideally 1 page. But if you really have a lot of information which is getting cluttered in 1 page, you can go ahead and create 2-page CV. But I see that people are still creating 4-page CVs, right? No hiring manager has time to go through 4 pages of your CV, okay? So you have to make sure that your CV is created in a right way. Then when it comes to the projects which you are putting related to the data science on your CV, those projects should be industry relevant. So if you're putting projects like Titanic survival prediction, house price prediction, stock price prediction in your CV, you're not going to get shortlisted because every second candidate is putting those projects in the CV. How you can stand out using those projects? So you have to make sure that the projects which you're putting in your CV are really relevant to the industry. Then in your CV, when you're highlighting any previous experience, make sure that all the relevant experience which you need is focused. So for example, any experience related to the programming, the relevant domain knowledge that you have, or any experience related to stakeholder management is definitely useful. Even the basic data analysis experience that you have is useful when you apply for data science roles. So all those experiences should be highlighted more and remaining experience should be trimmed down in your CV so that your CV looks more concrete when you apply for data science role. So the third issue for not getting shortlisted is you're not applying for the relevant roles. So what I mean here, say for example, if I'm someone who is working in a manufacturing industry or say pharmaceutical industry from last 5 years, and I have just learned data science and I have started applying for data science roles. To these candidates, I would suggest you to apply for data science roles with experience 2 to 5 years. Don't apply for data science roles with experience 5 to 10 years because there the requirement for technical background or the actual data science experience is really high. You won't get shortlisted for those roles. So you have to apply strategically. Second thing is while applying, always make sure that if you can get some advantage based on your previous experience. So if you have any domain knowledge related to say pharmaceutical, automotive or manufacturing domain, you can target data science roles in these domains only. By doing that, maybe your number of applications would reduce, but those would be more focused and your chances of getting shortlisted for those roles is really high because domain knowledge is really important when you work as a data scientist. So the fourth reason for not getting shortlisted is there are better candidates than you which are applying for this role. So if you're targeting really big and good companies, obviously the competition for getting shortlisted for the interview would be really high because large number of people are applying for those roles. So to get shortlisted in those cases, again, it comes down to your CV and your projects guides. Your project should be really relevant to the role which you are applying. So if there is at least one relevant project for the role which you are applying, then obviously your chances of getting shortlisted are really high. Another thing that you can also check is if you can get some referrals. So what I mean by referrals here is not just randomly approaching someone on LinkedIn and then asking them to refer you. The referral should be really strong. That person should know you personally and then recommend you to the hiring manager. If this happens, only then there is some use of referral because otherwise if someone just refers you in the internal portal, it's as good as applying on yourself. Okay, there is no advantage with that referral. So you have to make sure that referrals are done in the right way. So those are the main 4 reasons why you're not getting shortlisted for interviews. To increase your chances, I think you have only 2 things on your hand. First thing is create a great CV with relevant capstone projects, and second thing is apply only for the relevant roles. Don't keep applying for random roles. I hope this would help you to get shortlisted for the interviews. Thanks for your time today. Bye bye.